You've been searching for answers, for clarity, or what's next, but what if the truth is you are the answer? And now it's about moving from that space. Welcome back, everyone, to your weekly energy report and EFT activation for April 3rd through April 10th, 2026, or whenever you find this video. It will be divinely aligned and right on time, because if you're here with me, you're meant to be. And we will be talking about what the energy of the cards came up for the week. And I'll go over them if you stay till the end, if you're interested in what they all mean. But the energy from the cards is what gave me the inspiration for the tapping scripts. So this week's energy really is about asking you to stop searching outside of yourself and return back to your sacred center. Right? So much of life is really about seeking, knowing there's more. And what we're doing with tapping is we're clearing what's not yours anymore, and we're realigning you to your truth so that you can remember something even deeper. You are infinite intelligence. You are the source. You are the answer. And you are what you've been seeking all along. And as you remember, or we remember, that people, your soul tribe, begin to align with you. They begin to find you. Many of us have done this path, which feels like a lonely path, lone wolf, black sheep of the family. But as you begin to realize that you're creating this reality as source intelligence, the right people, places, and spaces begin to open and support becomes available. And this really isn't about waiting. I know there has been some teachings with more the divine feminine, like waiting. And it's also not the opposite of that. It's not forcing. It's about moving into balance. So not swinging the pendulum one way or the other, but moving into coherence and balance between the two. Balancing your inner world of the divine feminine and sacred masculine. The aligned action between the feminine flow, the creator, the creatrix, the creativity, the dance, the play, the chaos of all of that. And the masculine holding the container for that. The masculine giving the protection so that you can express those things, giving you aligned action and direction to move forward with them, not just sit in and wait. And as you shift within, your outer world begins to reflect that back to you. So today, we're going to clear and recode through this tapping together any energies that aren't in alignment with who you have become to know yourself to be or remember yourself as. And we're reconnecting you to your truth, helping you move forward in alignment. And if you're new to tapping, it stands for EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. It's been scientifically proven well over 30 years to shift from fight, flight, freeze, which spike cortisol and adrenaline in the body, to happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin. It assists with so many things: depression, anxiety, PTSD, addictions, and it's very simple. The technique is where we tap on specific points of the body, and as long as you tap for at least 6 minutes, you are shifting the body by 50%. So we can release any stuck emotional, energetic energies and bring the body back, or bodies back, into a coherent state of balance. And really quickly, it also helps balance and calm your nervous system, which many are experiencing at this time. It also helps reduce overwhelm, create space for clarity, from confusion to clarity, from overwhelm to calm and aligned coherence and resonance. And you don't have to do it perfectly. That's what I love to tell people, is even children can do this. And I have had children do it, and they love it, and they join right in. Just follow along, follow the leader. They love that. So let's just get centered here right now, taking a deep breath, fully, deeply, completely. Holding at the top. Exhaling all the way down. Before we begin, I like to do a quick body sensation check-in, noticing if there is any density, discordant energy within the body, any pain or discomfort that's shown itself, and where it is in your body. It could be in your back, your legs, anywhere specific, noticing that feeling now. If it's tight, sore, stabbing, throbbing, where are you feeling it? And also, where you're feeling it from on a scale from 0 to 10, where would you say that it is? Intensity, 0 being completely neutral, that you don't feel it, and 10 being completely intense. So if you could spot it and then gauge it, I guess, scale on the scale from 0 to 10, 10 being super intense. Okay, so taking quick note, just noticing it, where it is in the body. If you need to move or shift to determine how sore you are, then I encourage you to do that. And then give it in 0 to 10 on the scale. Okay, just noticing it, taking note there. And then we're grabbing your crystal point or your wand, and we're going to open up a portal. And I like to set the intention to clearly send any dense or discordant energy down this portal. We're going to do counterclockwise. And you can visualize a light forming. You can visualize a recycle bin, a garbage bin, like a bucket. I mean, whatever feels like it serves you the best. Because our intent is opening this bucket. We're actually going to send down any dense, discordant energy that we breathe down through this bucket portal. I always see like the tube at the bank where it shoots it away from me, from our energetic bodies, places, and spaces, and down through this so that it can be transmuted and changed into some other form of energy, because energy can't be destroyed. It only can be changed, right? So we're going to change it into something that better serves not only ourselves but the planet. So our intent is to go ahead and shift that dense, discordant energy back to be transformed into peace, love, harmony, balance, abundance with ease, grace, flow, allowing all to unfold, but still knowing that we are more than we've been taught to believe we are. Sending everything down with every breath. That's the intention. We're calling in our guides, our angels, our ascended masters, our higher selves, and portal keepers, those that do this, threshold keeper, those that do this for their jobs, right? We're going to ask them to transmute any dense, discordant energy that we remove with every exhale down. Anything that's stuck, heavy, dense, we're done with. We want to get rid of it forever. Any old patterns or programs that you performed, whether it's perfectionism, overthinking, people pleasing, sending it all down, making everyone else happy but yourself. Taking a deep breath now here as we feel that energy begin to flow from us with every exhale. We are going to start tapping now, starting with the karate chop point on the side of the hand. And all you have to do is follow along with the points with me. The karate chop point is the setup statement for the tapping. Even though I have been searching for answers outside of me, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Keep tapping, karate chop point, even though part of me still feels like something is missing. I am open to the possibility of knowing that nothing is missing. And even though I've been trying to figure it all out, figuring out is up the mind. And mind is ego. Drop into your heart, my friend, and breathe. I choose to trust myself now. Such a powerful statement. I could feel that drop into my body. Eyebrow point, right here at the divot of the eye. Either side, if you're left-handed or right-handed, a lot of people will ask me. It doesn't matter. You can do both if you want. All of this energy that I have been carrying, and also notice your body, like as you do this tapping, like your shoulders dropping, breathe throughout. If you feel burping or sneezing, those are all release and it's fine. Side of the eye, where if you did your makeup and you had like an eyeliner wing, right there. Energy that isn't mine. Releasing all the energy that isn't mine. A lot of us are very sensitive. We can pick up energy just walking into a grocery store. So releasing all of that energy that isn't mine. Under the eye, so right under the pupil as you're looking forward. Old patterns and expectations, not only expectations of yourself, but expectations you had for others. Releasing that. Under the nose, trying to figure everything out. Again, figuring out everything is of the mind. And the mind will never figure it out. The answers all are from your heart. Under the chin, looking outside of myself. Because that's what we're trained to do as children, right? Somebody else who's wiser, older than us has the answer. Collarbone, just a couple inches below the nubs and all the way out to the bra straps. Feeling like something might be missing. Under the arm, either arm. And this is about 4 inches below the armpit on the bra strap, holding on to confusion. But not knowing why. Why do you hold on to confusion? Top of the head, I just do a circle behind my tiara. This is a blue kyanite tiara. I release what's not mine and clear my energy now. Take a deep breath. With the intent, we're sending an energy down through that portal. I am returning to myself, eyebrow point. I am returning to myself. Side of the eye. I am reconnecting to my truth. Keep breathing, my friend. Under the eye, on the actual bone, right below the pupil. I trust my inner knowing. There's a bigger part of you that knows this. Trust that. Allow it to show you under the nose. I don't need to search anymore. Chin, right here in the divot. All of the answers are within me. Collarbone. I am infinite intelligence. I am source, creator, whatever you want to call it. Universe. You know, everybody has their own little favorite way to say it. It doesn't matter. And under the arm, I am what I have been seeking. Top of the crown. I trust myself now. I am aligned. Taking a deep breath. Sending it down. Allowing your body to move if you feel the need. Eyebrow point again. This is the final round. I move in balance. I move in balance. Side of the eye. I trust and I take action, right? So the trusting of the creating and taking action, that's balance. That's divine feminine and sacred masculine. Under the eye, I flow and I decide. I flow, I allow, I decide. Under the nose, I receive and I create. I receive what? The divine download, the divine guidance, the urge, the nudge. Then you create from this divine feminine creatrix. Chin. I balance my energy. Also, taking note of your pushing or pushing a little too much, then your pendulum has swung a little bit to the divine masculine. So just being really aware and mindful of that. We've been raised to push from our divine masculine, especially women. Collarbone. I am safe in my power now. Under the arm. I choose to be the change. I choose to be the change. Also, if you have a mirror nearby, take note of your eyes, your shoulders. Notice your skin brighter, your eyes wider. Top of the head. I move in alignment. I embody my truth. Let's take a deep breath now and let it all down. Hold and exhale. Imagining all that moved from our bodies down to that portal, spiraling down there now. Out of the body, out of your place, out of your space, because you no longer want to have that, right? You don't want it in your space anymore. It's gone. You're saying bye. Just fully leaving your field now, and then grab your wand because we're going to close that portal. We're going to go clockwise to close it. I always get the counterclockwise. I just do it naturally, so I have a hard time like coming out with the words. Sorry. And on the camera, it probably doesn't matter. Like, just close it. And I like to like see a hatch closing down and then wielding. Wielding. I'm wielding a wand. Welding your crystal clockwise, sealing it with that closed lids, thanking all the guides, the angels, the portal keepers for transmuting that energy that no longer serves us, right? We're calling only the energy that's of the highest good to be with us, and stuff that's not ours or that's dense or discordant that we picked up along the way of living life without realizing. We're clearing things, people, places, wherever we go. We're setting the intention to let it all go now down here to this chute with every intention. We are asking that, call in what you would prefer your energy to be transmuted into, since it can't be destroyed. So what would we like to turn that dense energy into? What does the planet need right now? More love, more peace, more harmony, more balance. How about remembrance? Deep knowing. Asking our guides, our angels, our ancestors, our portal keepers, our star beings, whoever you call on, higher self, to allow that energy to fully transmute into what better serves at this time, once and for all, and for the highest good of all. Checking back into the body real quick. Remembering that space and place to see if it changed for you. And what are you feeling now? If you have a mirror, are you noticing your eyes being brighter? Are you feeling more rejuvenated, more rested, more in tune, more aligned, more coherent? I'd love to know all of that. And remember, if you tracked where you started at, where it was in the body, as well as 0 to 10, I want you to do that again now. So we're seeing if there's a shift. And if so, where was the shift? Did it go from like a 9 to a 3? Did something completely disappear? Did it move? Those are all very good awarenesses. So remember, this week's message from the cards is really not about searching anymore. It's about remembering and choosing to live from that space, or embodying who you innately are. And if this message supported you and you made it all the way through, I want you to comment in the comments your scale from 0 to 10 and if it shifted. And also, I am the answer in the comments. I am the answer. And also, make sure you subscribe, because the energy report and tapping, if you feel called, you comment below, I am the answer. and your scale, whatever you want to share with me in the comments. But also, I will go over the cards too, if you wanted to take the time to know why I came up with the tapping script, which is always interesting, right? And the crystals that came forward are black kyanite. I always have black kyanite. It's very jagged, black kyanite and blue kyanite. That's why I'm wearing my crown here. The black kyanite instantly clears what it touches. It's great for travel if you want to safely wrap it up in something and bring it with you, because if you can't bring sage or smudge for smoke, you can use black kyanite. I use it on all my oracle decks, and you can clear anything with it. Yourself, your jewelry, your oracle decks, your crystals. It's fantastic. It's a great tool. So black kyanite helps with healing, clearing, protection. It's for root chakra. It's the only stone that clears the energies. And it doesn't need to be cleared either. So it offers protection, healing, transmutation of any lower vibrations. So if it helps you clear any stuck energies that are around you. You can meditate with it. You can visualize yourself being surrounded by pure white light and calling in your guides for protection, staying true to your path and your soul's calling. It's a fantastic tool. And then blue kyanite, which is what my crown is made out of. It's wrapped with copper wire. My friend made it for me. She wraps her stones and sacred sites all over UK. So she goes to like the stone circles and stuff, and then just kind of goes into a trance and makes her jewelry, which I think is so freaking cool, magic. Blue kyanite is for alignment, telepathy, emotional and neurological healing. It inspires the throat and third eye chakra. It brings instant chakra alignment, shields personal energy and intrusion. It also strengthens your intuition, dissolves unhealthy emotional patterns so that you can move in concert with your highest good. So you can meditate with it. It helps with helps you be in balance, right? How aligned is that? Like, because when you see the rest of the cards, it'll make sense, because this week is really about knowing you are the answer, but you also are in balance. So the other card is the Star Daughters. I dance, I sing, and I play with my sisters at sunset. Star Daughters. And the star is Astrope in the Pleiades. The other one is Sisterhood of the Rose. This is about beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So it's kind of funny. The Star Daughters and the Priestess of the Rose is very divine feminine, right? But then it also it has the Holy Grail. Inner discovery, finding the sacredness. You are what you seek. That's why the messages of this week. What if you are the answer? You are what you seek. You are the Holy Grail. You are the divine masculine and feminine within you. You are divine intelligence and infinite intelligence. Then one of my favorite angels, don't tell anyone, Archangel Zadkiel. Be the change you wish to seek. Thank you, Archangel Zadkiel, for helping me change within myself first before seeking change elsewhere. And he's also the bringer of one of my favorite tools, the violet flame of transmutation and purification. The violet flame. Also, Saint Germain was one for the violet flame. The violet flame is a purification, protection flame. It's very powerful. You can call him the violet flame any which way you want. It's fantastic. And then here we go, balance forces. We talked about divine masculine and divine feminine and balancing the best of both worlds, right? Divine feminine, creation, connection, flow, creatrix, creativity, and sacred masculine, which creates the safe, sacred container for that aligned action and direction. So utilizing the two together with those two balanced forces, and that is a 1 and a 9, which is completion, right? It's a 1 and a 9 is a 10, which is a 1 and a 0, right? Which is you and the infinite intelligence of all that you are. So you can come back and That's the one thing about tapping. You will start slurring your words. I will be honest. You can come back and tap anytime with this video. I would like to say that you are safe, you are supported, and you are more powerful than you realize. And I'm just reminding you of that. And I will see you on the next one. I thank you for tuning in. Feel free to put in the comments what shifted. And also, you are the answer. Not you are the answer. I am the answer. All right. Thank you. Bye for now. You've been searching.